everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Femboy Fishing. So today, we're at another one of the local creeks that I fished at quite a bit. If you guys remember episode 10 of season 1, we filmed this one particular stretch of creek, which we're at again today. Except today, we're going to be doing a catch and cook next to the Creekside. So I brought my fly rod with me, and I also brought my bait pole with me. Since I've showed up here, I've noticed that almost all the fish in here are bass, most of them being smallmouth. I kind of have a personal bias against eating smallmouth just because they take so long to get big. I usually don't like to eat them, so I'll try to catch up some fish and we'll see if we can cook them up next to the creek. I don't know if you guys remember, but this bend is where we fished in episode 10 of season 1. There used to be a big tree right there, but I guess earlier this spring a big flash flood came through and pushed it out, so now it's just a big deep pool. I'm going to set up my bait pole, which has a Carolina rig with a night crawler on it, and we'll probably just fish it along all these deep spots all the way down. We'll just try it out and see how it goes. Got something? It's a long ear sunfish. Thanks for letting me catch you, little long ear. I'll see you later. Got something? Oh, is it a... This is bigger. I don't know what it is, but... Oh, it's a green sunfish. Oh. That's a big green sunfish, too. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we keep him? He's pretty good sized. I feel a little better about eating green sunfish than I do long ears, too. Because I love long ears. Green sunfish, they kind of outcompete rock basses, which are another native species that are kind of in decline around here. So I don't mind eating a few more of them just to kind of help the rock bass populations bounce back. So I'll go ahead and knock this guy out. We'll stick him on a stringer. We'll see if we can get anything else. Get that back out there. Got something. That's another long ear. I don't really want to keep him. He's kind of small anyway. Another really pretty long ear. He's a lot like that first one we caught. Thanks for letting me catch you, long ear. I'll see you later. I think I got something, I think. Yeah, it's a fish. Oh, it's a really small long ear. Yeah, I don't even know how he took a hook that big. I wish he didn't, but it's a really small long ear. He doesn't look too badly pierced by it, so I think he'll be okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and release him. Thanks for letting me catch you, little long ear. I'll see you later. Let's go ahead and move down to that pool down there. Okay, so we made it down to this pool. I don't know if you guys remember this pool from last time. During episode 10, we were standing on that other bank and we caught a really nice smallmouth out of here. Oh, do you guys see that right there? Right there, that little point. That's a 17-inch smallmouth poking out from that little cove. And I don't really want to eat smallmouth. They would be pretty fun to catch, not gonna lie. They are my favorite fish to catch, so we'll just cast out into this little middle pocket where they're all kind of circulating and see if we can get one. So I wasn't getting any bites all that quickly on my bait pole, so I just decided to just kind of let it sit out. I've got it propped up over there along some rocks. Maybe I'll just put a little bugger or something on my fly rod, see if maybe we can catch a long ear, or I don't know. So I decided to switch to this sort of olive bugger with dumbbell eyes. This is one of the ones that I made. I think it's just the right size to chuck on my 4-weight, which is the fly rod I brought with me. It's my old 4-weight I used to use a lot, so I was all the way over there and my pole went off. That is a big largemouth. Okay. I saw my pole get jolted down and I thought, well, I probably got a nice fish, but I didn't know it was that big. Okay, hold on. That is a nice bass. And not only is that a bass, but it's a spotted bass. The reason why that's so significant is I don't normally catch spotted bass this big. That's a spotty. I don't know if I want to keep him. He's kind of big, you know, and considering that he's the biggest fish I've ever caught like this, I'd kind of feel bad to eat him. I think we're going to let this guy, or I probably should say girl, because I think a fish this size is probably a girl. So we'll let this girl go free. I was trying to take a picture of the fish and I accidentally just released her. There she goes right there. I don't know why there's so many big bass up here today. I am not complaining about it. I'd prefer to catch a smaller bass so I can eat it. So I've got it sitting on my little rock pedestal again. While we wait for that to sit, let's use my little net that I brought with me and see if we can go find some crayfish. There is a lot of rocks in here, and underneath all these rocks there's a lot of crayfish. I'm thinking that we should maybe look under this little area right here in this backwater. I have a feeling there's a lot of crayfish under here, so. There. I got a crayfish. He might be a little too small to eat though, I don't know. He's kind of tiny, this little dude. I'm gonna let him go. There's definitely crayfish in here, we just need to catch bigger ones. So we collected 5 crayfish. They're all crammed together in there in my crappy water bottle thing that I makeshift together. And most of them are long-pinchered crayfish. There's a few that are rusty ones though. The only reason I even care about the species is because crayfish claws usually have a lot of meat, and long-pinchered crayfish don't have as much meat in their claws. But so we'll eat a couple of these guys with our green sunfish, and I think that'll make for a pretty good meal. Our bait bowl's been pretty stagnant, but I guess we could still go check it out, see if there's anything on it. I don't feel anything. Nope. Something must have taken a bite of it, because some of the worm is kind of missing. But aside from that, nothing. I don't know about you guys. I'm getting pretty hungry. I've been kind of in a fish eating mood recently, so I think let's go find a nice spot to set up our stove, and we'll eat. So I found this nice little spot where we have this little riffle that kind of comes through. And there's this nice little log that I think would be really good to sit on. So what I have here is my little propane stove. So I'm going to light that in just a second. And then I've got my cast iron pan, which I'm going to stick the fish and the crayfish in. And then I'm going to put those in a little bit of oil. And I brought some seasonings to put on it. I'm going to put like rosemary, thyme, parsley, pepper. I also brought some lemon to put on there. So I think we should cook the crawfish first. And then we'll go ahead and cook up the fish right there. So I've got my green sunfish here. I cleaned it up. We're going to be cooking this kind of like how we cooked the bluegill like 2 or 3 episodes ago. We basically just descaled it and put some cuts in it so that it'll cook the meat through. The only difference is I cut the head off this time. I think it just makes it easier to eat. Need to kind of quickly put them on there before it cooks all the way through. Got some rosemary, some parsley, and I have a little bit of pepper. That looks good. All right, here is our meal. I forgot to mention I brought a little lemon. I'm going to squeeze some lemon on the fish so that it makes it taste a little bit better. And we've got our crayfish here. Looking very forward to eating that. And then we've got our fish, which is seasoned with thyme, pepper, rosemary, and parsley, and a little bit of lemon juice. And then I've got bread with this too. I didn't really have room to fit it in the pot, so I'll just keep it to the side for right now. But let's go ahead, and while we're right next to this real peaceful spot, let's eat. This is cooled down enough where I can hold it in my lap here. Squeeze some lemon juice. Let's go ahead and try the crayfish first, and then we'll move on to the fish, because I'm really curious about the crayfish. See that meat right in there? Yeah. good. That's really good. Now this big guy, he's got a lot of meat in him. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's good. That's really good. Let's try some of the fish. Kind of already have an idea of what the fish is going to taste like because it's a sunfish. You know, to be honest, I was thinking maybe there was a taste difference between green sunfish and bluegill, because I've always kind of been biased against eating green sunfish just because I thought they didn't taste as good as bluegill. They taste just as good. They taste almost, in fact, actually, this might even be better. This is not alcohol, I promise. I mean, I'm old enough to have alcohol anyway, but I prefer not to drink it. This is cream soda. I kind of like having the feel of having a cold beer without actually drinking alcohol. It's like my favorite brand of cream soda. The bread's really good too. I didn't make the bread. I bought it at Walmart, but Mercer's hogging the camera spotlight here. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Femboy Fishing. Kind of breaking the habit of fading to black and then addressing the end of the episode. But if you guys want to see more catch and cook videos like this, just let me know. Or if you have any other ideas for any other types of videos that we could do, just let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.